as far as overall, I believe it's good, because a lot of businesses coming in here. Some of the businesses like this one right here are black owned, and there are multiple businesses on Girard that are also being owned by black people, so that's a great thing for the economy. And I'm not sure if I'm too familiar with how many people are actually getting pushed out as far as getting affected negatively by the gentrification. I know people's houses were getting bought out. My grandfather actually owned a house on Hoover Street. His house was sold, so it wasn't necessarily a force. So I'm not sure how that's playing out, but as far as gentrification in a positive way, it does bring new jobs to the community as well. A lot of people around here that live in this community have jobs working at Norris. They work, at Wine and Spirits, Acme, everywhere. People that live around here. Like, I just moved around here myself. I work right here at Budlands, and there are obvious pros and cons.
About the gentrification, I feel it's a double-edged sword. The cons are, it does change the property value and push people out the neighborhood, but at the same time, a lot of those people chose to sell their homes and they made money. Now, with some of the pros, around here definitely looks a lot better. The diversity and the dichotomy of the people and cultures around here has expanded dramatically. It's a great melting pot.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I just moved to the area in July. So my boyfriend owns a house here in Old Kensington area, and we really like it. There's a lot of new restaurants up and coming. I mean, some of the construction can be annoying, but we know in a couple of years it's going to be even better than it is now. So it's exciting to see new stuff coming up and more people coming to the area.
Spread love, brotherly love.
Development, it just caused a lot of congestion in the city and not a lot of, I guess it's giving it opportunities, but at the same token, it's not giving us a lot of room to maneuver. Like right now, I'm working for a company down the block. We don't have no type of parking or anything like that, and they're building stuff just right next to us. So it's kind of difficult just trying to maneuver and just trying to find, adequate space, if you will, with all of the stuff that's going on. And it's causing a lot of backed up traffic, people not getting to work on time, stuff like that. So it can be a little bit hectic.
As a business owner, I feel like my pros is that I'm smacked right in the middle of new development, meaning more traffic, more walk-ins, more appointments. My cons to that though, because there's more traffic, it's less parking, more congestion. So for instance, instead of parking on Girard Avenue now, I have to park somewhere near Burke's or Master and walk my way back up. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, once I'm in the barbershop, being as though that I have a business, I'm smacked in the middle of honey. So to me, I'll take that any time of the day.
I don't think it's terrible exactly, but it's kind of kicking people out because rent is higher and stuff. When I was in South Philly, me and my mom had to move out the house because the rent got too high, so we had to live all the way up west, but I went to school down north. But the developments around here, they're not terrible. The stuff they're making is pretty, but it's just made for different type of people, people who maybe have more money than others. So yeah, probably.
So I think the development of the area is great, especially Northern Liberties, but at the same time it's super gentrified and they've taken a lot of the cultural diversity out of the city, which I think I don't like that part of it. So, but I think overall, Northern Liberties specifically compared to, I live 24th and Ridge, and you can see the difference between all the crime rates, everything like that. So I like what they're doing, trying to fix the city, but I don't like how it's so specialized in specific areas and not looked upon. They should be doing the whole city, giving the whole city the same treatment.
Yeah, I'm Casey. I'm been here for about 3 months. I'm pretty new to Philly. Yeah, I do know that it's like, I've heard it's like a developing city. Like, again, I'm like really new, so I don't know too much of like what that means. But yeah, I've heard like, yeah, like there's a lot of development. But yeah, like I know Fishtown. Like a lot of people, just they hear Fishtown, it's kind of like definitely a place that's being gentrified.
It's good for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It brings value to the neighborhood.
Yeah, so the amount of development that I see every single day is just shocking. I've never witnessed such rapid development in such a wide area all at one time. I generally do think development, when done conscientiously, is really good for a city, really good for a region economically. Though I suspect maybe it's not always being done in a very thoughtful, sort of forward-looking manner, because development obviously is not always good for the residents of the neighborhood where it's happening.
In favor of these luxury apartments that working class people can't afford to live in. I don't live in this area, I work in this area, and I say it feels like coming to work in a theme park. Nobody who I know who works here, all the people who work in the service industry, can afford to live in this area, but we all come here and provide services for people who live in these very gentrified luxury apartments and are behaving very entitled kind of ways. And it's very unfortunate to see an area that I know used to have such a rich cultural history become gray cinder block apartments that all look the same and offer the same amenities, encouraging people from out of town to come and remove the people who built the communities that were here, previously existing.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see some of these places going up just because it makes the cost of living around here a lot more expensive. A little sad to see people being pushed out of this neighborhood, but you get some cool spaces to come to out of it, I guess, which is not great, but yeah.
Our son is back and he wanted to buy a home in the area, but they priced the houses so expensive now that he said from Girard to Washington to river, there's nothing that they could even afford to get. So I think they're doing a gentrification, and it's going to be, they're going to change the neighborhood really. Now I'm not sure how much they're doing. They're doing a lot of apartments even north of Girard too. So it's really a shame.
Yeah, they've taken down the buildings that I guess were projects there before. So they've been leveled. They're raising up new buildings there, but I think the pricing are probably going to be running probably $200,000-300,000. So that's going to.
They all can go to hell. It's pushing people out that deserve to stay in their homes. Up in rent for people, like, it's just not good all around. It's causing homelessness bad. Yeah, like, no, I hate it. I'm actually from South Philly, and I ended up getting pushed out, so it's like it just sucks all over the board. But yeah, that's my stance, and I'm gonna stick to it.
Peace, good people. I am Fufu Lauren, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date with all the videos that I post. And until next time, y'all.